Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And today what I have for everyone is my full review of the TecBoss Universal Stand. So maybe you're new to the channel or maybe you're returning, but typically what I like to do is first I shoot my unboxing and first impressions video, then my review process starts. And once I feel like I got a handle on everything I want to talk about with you guys and gals, then it's full review time. So without further ado, let's jump into this full review. Now, starting off, the first thing I want to talk to you guys and gals about is the overall build quality and design of this universal foldable stand. Now, from a build quality and design standpoint, I have to say TecBoss did a really great job with this one. There's no rattling or creaking of any kind, and this stand feels very solid in the hand, and you could tell that TecBoss took the time to lay out everything where it should go. So you can see the rubber protective grips on the top portion are perfectly in place and perfectly placed and cut. And you can see the rubber holder portion for the back is the same way. So nice and cut. Now this stand has been getting roughed up a little bit, so you can see, I haven't been taking it easy on this, but it's still performing extremely well. And the same for the holder portion for the phone on the inside. Same thing. Nicely cut, perfectly aligned, perfectly placed. So from that standpoint, from a build quality standpoint, I could say again, TecBoss did a really good job with this one, and I've had no issues. And from a design standpoint, again, they did a really, really great job, and there is no issues, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is I want to give you guys an overall look at some of the compatible devices. Now, out of the box, I believe it said on the packaging or on the paperwork that this stand was compatible with devices ranging from, I think it was 4 inches to 10.1 inches. So I got a nice selection of devices here, some with cases, some without cases, so you can see how it's going to look. This way, if you're thinking about picking up this stand, you get some type of, you can see just how it's going to look. So, starting off, I have my Moto X Pure Edition here. And you can see it's in a case. Let me angle this up. Matter of fact, let me back up some. And then angle up. There we go. So you can see it's in a case and it fits in perfectly and without issue. So it looks really, really good in portrait mode, straight up and down. And then if I wanted to, I can also drop it in landscape mode as well. And you guys can see that's not going anywhere. It's in there. So really good stuff. Not going to have any issues. And keep in mind, this is with a case on. Pretty good stuff indeed. So now let's keep it moving. Up next here, I have my Essential Phone PH1. And again, you see more of the same. So it fits in almost perfectly. And you can see as I push it around, it's not going anywhere. And this is in portrait mode, up and down. And then again, if I wanted to, I can very easily switch it to landscape mode. And again, she's not going anywhere. Really solid stuff here. Now let's keep it moving. Up next, now I just have some devices that are not in a case. So this is my Note 3. And here it is in portrait mode, straight up and down. And you can see I still have full access to all of my buttons and everything works. So good stuff. And again, this also works extremely well in landscape mode as well. So good stuff there. Now let's keep it moving. Oops, as I bumped the camera, sorry guys. Then right here, I have my Samsung Galaxy S5. And as you can see, slots right in. No issues. Still have full access to all of my buttons. Looks really, really good. in portrait mode here, up and down. And I gotta say, this looks extremely professional from the front. I like the way that looks from the front. And you can see it works just as good in landscape mode, so no issues there. Now let's bump it up to some big stuff here. So now I have a few tablets for you guys we're going to take a look at. This first one is in the case. So this is a Samsung Galaxy Tab here. And you can see it is in the case. And it does slot in, no problem. Let me angle up here so you guys can see. So it fits in, no problem. And I still have full access to all of the buttons, all of the ports. No issues here. So good stuff. Good stuff indeed. And this is in a nice folio case, and it works in portrait as you saw. And it also works in landscape. Now this is in here. This ain't going nowhere. It's in there. So really good stuff. And pretty much this stand should work whether you have a case on your device or not. But if you don't like the way something fits when it's in a case, you can always feel free to take your devices out of cases. It's only going to make it fit that much better if it's not in the case. Now, for my last device, we have my value pad here. This is probably one of the biggest devices that I own. I believe this guy is 10.1 inches or so. I'm not sure the exact size of this. But you can see, and this is the main thing when you're using tablets, is sometimes you want to use them in portrait mode and they kind of tip over. But one of the nice things about foldable universal stands is that all you really have to do, if you have a big heavy tablet like this, you just really have to adjust the stand portion to compensate for the weight. So you see it's going to work perfectly fine in portrait mode here. Whoops. And it's really in there. And it's going to work perfectly fine in landscape mode as well. So you can see it right there. Not going to have any issues regardless of how you want to put this. So, and again, all you have to do is keep in mind of the weight of your device and the overall screen size, and you really shouldn't have any issues. So, that pretty much goes over the compatible devices for you guys and gals. And now, let's keep it moving. Throw it off to the side there. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall durability of the stand. Let me center that back up. Now, from a durability standpoint, I have to say that this stand has done a great job. Now, I've actually been doing a lot with this stand in my week or so of usage. It's been going in and out of my pocket, in and out of my bags. It's dropped several times, and it still looks and functions as if brand new. Aside from the stand portion here, you can see that that plastic is getting a little roughed up right there. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it still looks and performs as if brand new, and I have had no issues with it. So really, really good stuff there in terms of the durability. So again, great job, TecBoss. Now, real quickly, before we get ready to wrap the video up, I just want to take a second to sum up some of the positives and negatives of the stand. And then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to talk about the price, and we're going to give you guys my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. So let's start off with these positives. Number one, you have a great build quality and design. And because of that design, that makes this stand very portable and very compact. Really good stuff there. And because it's fully adjustable, that makes it, again, compatible with just about any device. All you really have to do is keep in mind if it's a heavier tablet or phone, you may have to compensate the stand portion to compensate for the weight of the device. But it's extremely portable. It's extremely compatible with just about all smartphones and tablets, whether they're in a case or not, as I demonstrated. It's really good stuff there. And another big positive would be the price, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Now, jumping over to the negatives, The only big negative I can see with this stand is that there's no cutouts for cable management. So if you want to do something like use your device while it charges, you're going to have an issue there, because as you can see, when you put your device in the way it's supposed to be, you're blocking the charging port there. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue if you want to use your device while it charges. Now, there are several ways around that. However, if you have a rooted device and you have an app that lets you reverse the orientation, you could flip the orientation of your device 180 degrees, then you can use your device like normal while it's upside down and try and charge your device like this. Now, it's going to look weird, but if you have a rooted device that lets you control the orientation, you'll still be able to use your device regularly even though you're charging it upside down. Other than that, if you don't want to root your device, another way you can try and use your device while it charges is to use it from the side. But I wouldn't recommend that, because trying to charge it from the side is going to put quite a lot of strain on the charge port on your device. So that's pretty much the one big downside that I've seen from this universal stand. But when you take into consideration the overall style of the stand, it is what it is. But that's really the only negative that I see with this stand here. All right. So that pretty much wraps up the positives and the negatives. Which brings us to the final portion of the video where we talk about the price and I give you guys my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. So I picked this guy up via Amazon and it came rather quickly. So kudos Amazon and kudos TecBoss. And for those of you who don't know, maybe you're new to the channel, but I am an Amazon Prime customer. So what does that mean? That means on Amazon on Prime eligible products, I get free 2-day shipping. So at checkout, the only thing I had to be concerned with was the taxes. But if you're not an Amazon Prime eligible customer or an Amazon Prime customer, you still have to factor in shipping and handling and taxes wherever applicable. But again, because I'm a Prime customer, the only thing I have to worry about is the taxes. So at checkout time, after taxes, this stand here ran me about $7. It was about $6.99, $7 after taxes. And you guys and gals are probably wondering, for that price tag, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out and pick up this stand? And for that price tag, I would have to say yes. I feel as though the positives of this stand greatly outweigh the negatives. And as long as you can put up with that said negatives, I think you're really going to get some really good performance out of this product or this stand, and it's going to look really good while you do. So again, can I recommend you guys and gals pick up this universal stand? I'd have to say yes. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Had to take a real quick phone call and it actually stopped the video. Dealing with some medical issues, as I said before in previous videos, so I had to take a real quick phone call. So I'll probably fix this part to the end of the other part. So if y'all see a break in the video, I do apologize. But again, can I recommend that you guys and gals pick up this universal stand? I'd have to say yes. If you guys and gals enjoyed this video, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up, because that really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you get notified when I post new videos. As always, if this video has piqued your guys and gals' interest and you want to know where you can pick this stand up for yourself at some really great prices, all links to where to pick up this universal stand will be down below in the video description. So if your interest is piqued from this video, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and you should be good to go. Alright? And also, maybe this stand wasn't your cup of tea. I will have links down below to all the stands that I reviewed on the channel down below in the video description as well. So there should be something for everyone. If not, as always, the mission continues and I'll be sure to pick up a lot more stands. So if you don't see something that you like, please be sure to check back to the channel, because as I've said, the goal here is to find something for everyone. So that being said, also, if you guys and gals know anyone out there looking for some high quality, affordable devices and products at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. Alright, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace. And again, I'm sorry for that break that's going to be in between here. I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one. Peace, everybody.